Hello, how are you? I hope everyone has had a beautiful and blessed week. There seems to be a lot going on in the illusionary world that we're living in, this world of Maya. Maya, which is play. Maya, the illusion. And it's so easy for us to get caught up in these stories because we live in a system that thrives off of fear. And ever since the beginning of time, when war and greed and sickness has become a business, we have contributed to living in this systematic, delusional sickness that permeates into all of our beings until you find consciousness or love of self within. Because when you find that inner being, you realize that there's all these different dimensions going on at the same time. But you have the choice as to where you put your energy, what universe it is that you desire to create, what it is that you want to participate in. As a man thinketh, so he becomes. I had some situations that happened in the last couple of weeks, and I've decided in this birth and in this lifetime, I will never do surgeries. I will not be cut open, and I will not take any meds. And that is for me. That's my own personal being, because you can cut out everything from the inside, but if you're still sick in here and spiritually, the sickness will come back because it lives within. Most of the time when we get a sickness, it's a spiritual sickness, like Edgar Cayce says. Something within the harmony of our being is not living in the totality of the purpose of why we are here. And sometimes we're not even conscious about it, but we've lived the duration of our soul's time that it's meant to be here in order to fulfill certain energetic experiences that we need to ascend us within this body. For we never die, because consciousness never dies. Even science says this. You know, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has a quote that he says, "We come here so many millions of thousands of times. Who knows how many more times we shall come back, and in which costume we may wear." And I had a lot of thoughts on death and life, and I live in my totality. Most of the time I am within my being, but sometimes my mind takes over, like this week. And I saw from a thought how it can perpetuate into such a sickness that you literally make yourself sick yourself, and you may not even be sick. But the thought has come, and it's permeated into a frequency, an energetic fold that's now resonating in your body or feeding something already that exists within. But we can change everything. You can rejuvenate the body, cells. Heck, you can even, if you alkaline the body deeply enough, and you do certain things such as DSMO, you can cure certain cancers. I say, don't listen to me. I'm not your doctor. Please follow your doctor, your protocols. And first and foremost, follow yourself. Because there's an inner voice that speaks to us, that speaks the truth. And it goes beyond fear. Because fear is what runs this whole universe. Oh, I'm scared of this. Oh, this is going to happen. All of this. Always living in the future or always living in the past. But forgetting that this is the present. This is the gift of life. This beauty. Do you stop in your day and look at the majestic beauty of a tree? Do you thank the oxygen for purifying your body, for giving you life source? Do you eat your food consciously? I've started to bless my food before. I used to do this before, but now I'm doing it before every meal. I bless the meal before I have it because it changes the frequency and it also shows gratitude. I know as I'm eating a meal right now in the universe, someone is only wishing that they could be having a meal. And it's an honor to be able to eat God's medicine. All these fruits and vegetables, all these things that grow from the ground. They heal our bodies. They heal our souls. A lot of people that I see are so scared to live that they're actually walking dead. They're not even alive anymore. So vacant, so gone. So what's the difference from being dead or alive if you're not truly living? We come here for such a short amount of time. The universe is such a blessing. There's so much beauty here. Instead of looking at everything with a fault or a judgment, why not look at it with ecstasy of love? Like being intoxicated from the divine. This changes everything. I've been reading a lot of Edgar Cayce. I don't know if you know about him. He's called the Sleeping Prophet. They say he healed some 7,000 people. He had his own hospitals too. He would actually put a book on top of his head and he would be able to memorize the whole book without even reading it. But he was very interesting because what he did was he healed mind, body, soul. And he was able to basically go into the Akashic records or like the energetic fields of human beings and understand spiritually, mentally, physically what it was that they were doing within to create dis-ease. Because dis-ease shows that there's no ease in the body. Something is off. And it's not just one component. It's all three. And I'm a firm believer that you can heal anything. You can heal the body. You can heal the soul. We can send energy out into the universe where we heal Mother Nature and all of its beings. I've started to try to send out as many blessings as I can all day long to random people, places, and things. It just fills my heart. Like everywhere I go, I make friends. Someone called me like a stray cat collector because everywhere I go, I collect human beings. And they share with me their most deepest, rawest selves. Because when I enter into a moment with someone, I bring the totality of my being. There is no cages over my heart or fear of being vulnerable anymore. What's there to lose? What, am I going to take this with me when I die? My vulnerability, my fear to love. I just want to love intensely. I just want to love everything and anything, because I'm not here for separation, division, fear, hoarding, manipulation. See, like this is why we see this system being run this way. You can't go this far down the rabbit hole unless all of them are in it together. And this has been going on for a very, very long time. War is a business. It is a business. There is no way where we are in today's universe that we should be doing what we do to one another and to existence. There's no way, unless you have a sick collective consciousness, which we have. But you can change that. Just by going within. And becoming the watcher. Watch your thoughts. Don't try to suppress them, but watch them. They'll indicate to you energetic patterns that you're holding, whether they're negative or positive, or you have consistent thoughts of something all the time. And don't judge them, and also don't try to amplify them. Let the thoughts come and let them go, like watching a movie. And slowly, 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 you'll start to catch yourself. And when you catch yourself, you can start to see the imprint of where these thoughts are and where they come from. And most of the times they come from childhood or past incarnations, for energy never dies. We just pick up in our soul's evolution from where we were before to what it is that we need to continue on until we reach samadhi, total consciousness, or enlightenment. So I ask you, what did you do today to spread love? How did you give unconditionally? What did you do that healed a part of yourself, that then healed a part of the universe? Because I had a very interesting conversation with someone. They were talking about how this world is so, people are like this and it's so screwed up. Okay, sure, that exists. But that's not what I attract. And that's not my universe. I see people living in this. But that's not what exists within me. I don't attract it. That's not my mirror. So my mirror can't attract that back. I may have instances. Universe may want to teach me a moment where I can ascend to a higher consciousness, like I told you about this week, which was, I thought about it, the body will disintegrate, but my soul is eternal. And my whole thing that I would like to do in this lifetime, which, bless the gods, anything can happen or not happen, is I would like to work my energy to basically, when it's time to go, I just sit and close my eyes and it's time to go. And whatever happens, or whatever the gods bestow upon me, something with a higher consciousness, a higher energy knows why may have made choices that weren't the best choices, but as long as I learned from those experiences and I transcended those experiences, and I'm not what those experiences are right now, then I'm evolving. I can't beat myself up for mistakes. Why? Am I who I was when I made the mistake? Did I really see everything for what it was in that moment? Was I totally conscious and alert and aware in that moment to be able to make a conscious choice? More than likely not. That's why an error was made, and that's okay. Because I am a spiritual being having a human experience. And this is just a temporary vessel, a beautiful temporary vessel that allows me to express myself in every way to everyone. So next time you have a moment of fear, whether it be of death, disease, sickness, like my father said, I called him with this and he said, Camillia, go within. There's something bigger, something beyond this death, this fear that you're talking about. And I sat with it. And I realized that as much as I love and I surrender and I co-create, there was still more within me that I could express and be in the totality of my being. If you think you're going to die tomorrow, you live very differently today if you're conscious. You do things that may have been a little fearful for you, or things you couldn't say because you think, why not? I'm going anyways. And that's the way we should be living. Why not? Why not wear your heart on your sleeve? Who cares if someone else doesn't give you back the love you need? Who cares if you feel like, I got taken advantage of in this situation? Okay, they take advantage of you, you learn your boundaries, not a problem. But if you're truly giving, unconditionally, within yourself, another being won't try to take advantage of you because they'll feel it so deeply within themselves, they just won't be able to do it. Or if they do, they'll expose themselves to you very quickly and you can catch it so you can be alert and conscious to choose what it is that you want for yourself and how your being feels. Because the number one thing is you have to live within you. Nobody else is living within you. It's this amazing thing that we have these bodies and these veils and these outside worlds, but we have this invisible internal world that works, just going all the time, thoughts, actions, doing, dreams, all of this. And most of these belief systems aren't ours. They've been given to us. We didn't come here with fear. We came here with love. When we came out of the tunnel of the womb, a baby usually cries because the electromagnetic frequency as above to below is so much different. And also the blinding of the lights and some of the ways that the whole system brings us in is very questionable. But a child comes in as a blank slate, just a canvas, just an energy of laughter and giggles and tears. And this is what we are, beings of expression. We don't need to carry any of these labels or titles or any of these doctrine belief systems that have been given to us. They've been borrowed. They're not yours. People live off of this. They live off of creating this chaos within you. And if you live in the outside world more than you live in your internal world, it will take you. And it will consume you. And it will spit you out. But if you go deep within, to the heart, all of the answers will be answered. And there are no answers. All of the questions will disappear because there are no questions. You're just here. This amazing molecular atoms of energetic, electromagnetic frequency expressing itself through the divine. So I ask you to play a little bit more, laugh a little more, spread more joy. Do things for other people without having an agenda or having results or wanting something back. Just do things just because you want to. Share things that you're scared to share because you only have this one birth and this one moment. That moment won't come back, ever. So enjoy it. Connect to the divine. Bow to your food. And let go of anything that you're holding in your body that carries any sadness, tension, anger, or remorse. Because like Buddha says, anger is like throwing a coal on another and thinking you're burning them when you're really just burning yourself. It's all here. Whatever exists here is going to be here. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed week. And don't forget, breathe deeply. Breathe deeply in your body. Feel your body. But know you are not the body. This is just borrowed. But your soul, that is eternal. Everything you create or destroy will be in the blueprint of your soul, and it will go with you.